So after we dealt with Simulanka's evil dragon Durin, we met with Alice, who told us that she, Ender's daughter, and Barbalot have created this world of Simulanka. 3 members from the Hexenzirkel Organization. Who exactly are those witches? What do they do? And why exactly are they so important? Let's get through all of the members first. So let's start off with the leader, which is none other than Alice, a mother of Klee. We already met Alice multiple times, well not really in person but talked to her, and we learned that she is an adventurer who has also wrote a Teyvat travel guide, which is basically a book about her experience throughout Teyvat, as she has possibly explored the entire Teyvat and beyond. She met many people along her way and eventually also got married, and Klee was born. After they raised her as they could, they basically left her because they went through dangerous adventures far away, and they trusted Knights of Favonius and Beidou to take care of her. And as we haven't really saw Alice before yet, we don't know how she looks like, except that she has the same ears as Klee. That's basically all we know on how she looks like. And also during the time with Klee, you know her daughter. She met with Amber, who got inspired by her Baron Bunny. So Alice learned how to make the explosive dolls. She taught her daughter Klee how to make them. And now Klee considers those bombs to be her toys, which explains on why is Klee, you know, a terrorist child. Next up is Rhinedottir, who created multiple creatures and is very skilled at alchemy. The thing about Alice between the other witches and her, and why she's the leader, is because she is pretty much skilled at everything, while all the other witches have only one talent. Rhinedottir created lots of monstrous creatures, including Durin, but one of them was also Beidou, who she taught how to also, you know, do alchemy. And one day she tasked Beidou to find the truth about this world, you know, find everything about the secrets and everything, and disappearing in the meantime. Her status of deceased or alive says that it's basically unknown, you know, not given. However, I do believe that Rhinedottir is still alive, just went somewhere unknown. With that, Beidou spends all of his time, you know, researching about Teyvat and everything. And Beidou is also directly connected to Klee, with receiving the same path of life, because, you know, both of their masters abandoned them, and now they both look after each other, you know, one with explosives and the other with his alchemy powers. Either way, Rhinedottir is from Canria, and one of the sinners from it as well. As for the other 5, Barbalot is, you know, skilled in astrology and is overall Mona's master. Ivanova was basically the first mayor of Snezhnaya, who left the organization after she got married. Ender's daughter also was skilled in, you know, writing, just like Alice, but she eventually passed away. Nicole is actually a witch that talks inside people's minds, usually guiding them when they're in danger, or stuff like this, like, you know, the times when she feels like doing it, that it needs to be done. And finally, last but not least, is Octavia, whose home was actually destroyed, but as she didn't feel like fighting or something like this, she just now is wandering around Teyvat or something like this. We still don't know much about her, okay? Now, the Hexenzirkel Organization are basically witches, as we all know already, that are pretty stealthy or are maybe even invisible. There's a lot of times, you know, when, like, for example, how Nicole talks in people's minds, or Alice sneaks up, things like this. We haven't really seen them. I mean, Klee knows her, so they're like Santa Claus, but of course Santa Claus is not real. But let's say it is, because, you know, to make this easier, you never see Santa Claus because he always sneaks up. This is exactly the way that they do it. They're the type that are all around Teyvat, so they could be spying on us. They already know the future, what will happen, you know, at least all those who are experienced in astrology. They can create amazing things like Simulanka or other living beings like alchemy, and have basically so much power. So another way, yes, they're basically like Archons, but witches. They're not really bad people or anything like this, just simply very powerful witches who explore around Teyvat and so on. But they also live normal lives, such as having families and stuff, having their apprentices like, you know, Barbalot having Mona